Good day, everyone. My name is Ignacio P. de Guzman III of BPED 2A, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the groupings of abilities proposed by Fleishman and related to the movie Apocalypto. First on the list, we have multi-limb coordination. As you can see from the video, this particular scene shows a multi-limb coordination because the guy who jumped from the tree used both his upper and lower limbs for him to be able to reach the ground. The upper limbs that I want to mention are his hands and arms, together with his lower limbs such as the feet and his legs. He used both limbs to get balance with the use of his arms and his legs. Moreover, jumping from the tree with your legs alone without the support from your arms might cause you to stumble. Thus, when jumping from the tree, the coordination of both limbs are very necessary to keep the balance and stability needed. Another example of this ability is this scenario. To be able to run faster, you must coordinate your feet to your arms or vice versa to achieve the maximum speed that you want, to escape the animal that attacks you, just like what we saw from the short clip. In fact, these scenes also include physical proficiency abilities such as the explosive strength and trunk strength. Next, we have these two scenes that show response orientation. As we can see, there are numerous battlers that used to fight each other. So, where is the response orientation there? We can recognize the response orientation there every time they use their weapons to hit or strike their enemies. Moreover, as you can see, they used to do various strokes to hit their enemies. They have alternative moves and response every time they are being attacked. They are able to execute those responses depending on their enemy's positions and movements. Next, we have these various scenes from the movie that really demonstrated the so-called reaction time. So, let's watch this. Now, from that short clip that we have just watched, we can say that the speed of reaction is very critical to be able to avoid hit from the attacker or react to them quickly. I noticed from the video that if they have a good reaction time, they are able to dodge or avoid the quick arrow from the archer that would kill them, and some strong blows from the enemies that used to attack them. On the other hand, if they do have a poor reaction time, they are the ones who tend to be killed easily because of their late reactions. Thus, those scenes are examples of reaction time. Next, we have rate control that can be seen from this short clip. As you can see from that short clip, to be able to kill those runners by the throwers of the stone and javelin, they must adjust their movements in response to the runner's change of speed and continuous movement. Actually, the throwers have the control of everything, of how high and strong they would throw the weapon and how much speed they want to put to be able to kill their target. The rate control for these scenes is also applicable to the runner. The runner would want to identify when to slow down or to speed up to adjust his movement in response to the speed of the stone or javelin being thrown. Actually, throwing a javelin is an example of explosive strength, and running for a long period of time is an example of stamina under the physical proficiency abilities. Next we have manual dexterity. Manual dexterity is being shown from the video when the hunter uses their javelins to kill the huge animal. Also, when the workers are manipulating their machines, pulling it down and pushing it up using their hands and arms. Next we have finger dexterity. Tying a cord and holding it with your arms or tying a cord to bind the sleeves does not require a huge movement, but rather, you can only use your fingers or with some support from your arms to be able to do it. You can also use your arm or fingers to get this from your pocket. To eat with your bare hands, and to cut your palm with a knife in your hand. Next we have wrist finger speed. Playing the bongo drums involves rapid movement with the use of your wrist and fingers with little or no accuracy demands. And lastly, we have aiming. The video clip shows aiming ability because in order for the archer to kill his target, he needs to estimate how strong he will shoot the arrow, how far is the target, and the speed of the target. So, that would be all for the Fleishman groupings of abilities. Thank you for listening and God bless.